Let's pull up call for number 3. It's pretty just astounding, Alexa, how much money was spent to get so little on the Democratic side. Watch.
The truth is, this is just an epic disaster. This is a $1 billion disaster. Jen O'Malley Dillon promised all of us that Harris would win. She even put videos out saying that Harris would win. I believed her. My donors believed her. And so they wrote massive checks. I feel like a lot of us were misled.
And then, Alexa, I was looking at this, the $1 billion campaign, and some of the things they spent, $15 million plus for celebrity event production. They paid Oprah Winfrey's organization $1 million.
Let's stop that right there. What? Oprah got $1 million. Opie got $1 million from Kamala Harris's campaign. Wow. Can you imagine what Beyonce got paid? So what I've read about Kamala Harris is that her donors are upset on how she spent the money.
Sensational.
Not about the money that they gave. They're not there like, hey, I want a refund. They're mad about how she spent the money. And now this makes sense because I kept saying, well, why are they upset about donating money? They knew what they were donating, and there's no guaranteed win. They're mad on how she spent the money. The Call Her Daddy podcast, whatever the hell that is, I still never heard of it. She spent $100,000 on, I guess, that whole set, that whole appearance. $100,000. And then they showed how much Trump spent compared to how much she spent. Trump was way more effective with less. And these are the people that y'all wanted to freaking manage the budget again. They gave Oprah $1 million. And who the hell listens to Oprah? Who gets advice from Oprah? But she walked away with that check, though. How much did Obama get?
Sensational.
Oh, let's ask the real questions here on the live stream lineup. How much did Obama and Michelle get? How much did old Eminem, goofy, old woke Eminem, how much did you get for getting up there? Old Cardi B, with that fumbling speech that she had, how much did Cardi B get? How much did Megan Thee Stallion get up there with all blue and twerk her butt off and look stupid? Her career is declining, by the way. So you know she took that check. She shook her booty for that check. Let me shake my booty for this check because I don't know how many more I'm going to get of these. Don't nobody listen to me after that whole Tory Lanez thing. They probably ain't give Megan Thee Stallion much. She don't seem like a top tier type of girl. She seemed like she probably got like the low end. They just probably threw something at her and she just took it. How much did you get, Quavo? All them celebrities bought and paid for. I'm sure that they donated into the thing. She was giving out money left and right, and none of them was able to get her even close to having a good election. Silly ass. Just silly, man.
And they were still asking all of these people.
Look at that. $12.8 million political, digital, and media consultants. Wow. 3.9 in social media influencer firm.
To give small
$100,000 for the Call Her Daddy podcast.
dollar donations to the campaign.
Right. And you see now after that has come out and that they paid the Call Her Daddy podcast over 6 figures, that's even more egregious now knowing that FEMA purposely was directed to ignore Trump houses, signs with Trump houses. That's terrible. And the Call Her Daddy example is kind of overall speaking for how the campaign was. It was a lot of smoke and mirrors. There was a lot of celebrity endorsements, free concerts, billed as rallies. There was no substance. And so, the campaign, I think, wanted to coast on vibes, but vibes doesn't pay off your car loans.
Yeah, vibes were like cotton candy. They melted on contact. Evan Barker, I got a laugh out of Bill on that one. All right, good. Evan Barker, she worked for the Democrats, but she ended up voting for Trump. Listen here.
Especially now after, working in Democratic politics as a fundraiser, living out here, I've noticed that there is a cultural attitude and cultural resentment that many people on the left have towards people in the middle of the country, towards Trump supporters in general. I think we saw that very clearly in the final few days of the election when Joe Biden came out on television and called the majority of the country garbage.
So, Megan, what way do Democrats go from here? Do you have a piece of advice? We have a platform for you. Any advice you want to give?
I think we should be moving back to the center. I think we should need to be investing more in the middle class and the working class people of our party and go back to.
All right, cool. So that's what we wanted to cover, right? Let me go back to this one screen. Let's go back to this one screen. Because I think I like to see where the money goes, right? Because I think that's the most important part, right? We got to see where the money's going. And so what we see right here, let me go to this screen. So we see $15 million going to celebrity, 15 plus, right? So they can't even tell you around the exact number. They just know over 15 million plus went to celebrity event production, right? So celebrities got over $15 million. Wow. 15 mil. That's for all your appearances, all that stuff. They were just throwing money at them. Like, who the hell was over this budget? 12.8 plus million went to political, digital, and media consultants. But just that $100,000 all the way to the left for her Call Her Daddy podcast set. This right here, this is I'm in the studio, like at my office, so somebody actually put money into this, but there's no way that he put $100,000 into this. He did a great job. But even at home, do y'all know how much money I put into my podcast at home? Not a lot. So why are you spending $100,000 on someone else's set? Like, why are you, what's the point of that? Because the podcast is about you. Like, when Trump goes to see Joe Rogan, he's going to Joe Rogan's set. He's going to reach out to his audience. It's a fair exchange deal. I'm the host. I'm the person. You know what I'm saying? I bring me to your topics, right? So I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm just freaking tenant keep texting me. But anyways, all this to be said, there's no reason to spend over $100,000 on anything as far as any podcast. The podcast should only be travel you should spend money on, and maybe like a hotel or something. But other than that, I mean, you can go straight to a podcast, do it for 2-3 hours, leave, and that's it. She doesn't know how to manage her money. They don't know how to manage money. They also don't know how to reach the American people, and they're in office right now. So that should say a whole lot. And she couldn't manage $1 billion, so imagine what she would do with a $1 trillion budget. Imagine what she would do alone. Imagine who she would hire in her cabinet, right? I heard there's like 10,000 something positions. I heard there's a lot of positions in the cabinet. Who would she hire? She couldn't even hire the right vice president that could possibly even win her a crucial state of Pennsylvania. She hired old Tampon Timmy.
Sensational.
Hell is Tampon Timmy? She can't make a good decision when it comes to choosing her vice president. She can't make the right decision when she has $1 billion. That can change an entire damn country. She spent it and is $20 million in debt. She can't manage the border. She can't even have any kind of enforcement on the border where people would feel at least fearful to come across. This was somebody we came close to having as a president of the United States. She would have done she would have been a clear winner for being far worse than Joe Biden when it came to all of the policies.
Sensational.
All of them.